should be able to see the screen in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Fuck me then. Chris is playing with NPCs right now. I've got Coco Rico on the deck. All right, Piper. Are we doing anything special today, or are we just gonna continue work on the tower?
I hadn't had anything special planned, but I mean, I can think of something if you want.
No. I'm perfectly okay with
Right,
working on the tower.
All right, fantastic.
I won't stress you out with all that extra. What I will do...
Nah, you're not stressing me.
Oh!
I was just gonna find a warden for you or something.
Not another warden, dude. You know my luck with wardens is as bad as my luck catching a boyfriend,
Yeah.
man. Like, it's bad.
Wow, that's gotta be pretty shit for you then.
Yeah, it is. Okay, there's some shit in here that I don't need. Actually, I do need this. Chat, I've been hard grinding this tower in your absence. I will show you the progress that we've made. We are nearly, I'd say about halfway through floor 2, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if anyone has been here long enough to know how tall floor 2 is going to be, then you will know that it is. Let me get some more fireworks before I head back down there for a while. Back into the mines. I actually, for the first time in all of my time working on this tower, ran out of blocks. Oh,
Here you go.
Thanks. Well, these are flight duration 1, ew. Actually, these might actually work better for the tower instead of flight duration 3. Yeah, alright, I'll use these.
I didn't know how much 320 was, but
It's 5 stacks.
Put it. Okay. Good enough.
It'll do. I'm just happy to have an elytra back, honestly.
You should be. You better take such good care of that fucking elytra, Jesus Christ.
I'm taking amazing care of it.
Good.
So here's what we've gotten done, chat. The main thing that's difficult about this floor is placing everything in a very specific order, but we've got 2 trees. Let me do this so it's not in our face. We've got 2 trees here sticking out from the side. We've got all this kind of like growth. And this is without me putting vines. I have not attempted to put in any vines yet, but there are a lot of vines. We also started adding this element over here, kind of like an algae clay part, where we'll put like little frogs and tadpoles in these and name them. So we'll kind of have some life in here that isn't plant life. So it's been quite a time trying to finish this, but I think it's looking good so far. And we've got this much left until we finish Alcyone, which is what this floor is called. So what I need to do next is restock up on quartz, and we just got more, so that'll be great. There's a chest down here with nothing in it. All right. Ah, beautiful. Fantastic. Do I have...
Yeah. Enough quartz for you.
I'm trying to find...
For now.
Yeah, for now. Where did I put... I had a bunch of items in one of these chests. Alright, the game is so loud for me. I don't know why. It's driving me nuts. 4%, and it's still actually... It's not that bad anymore. Alright. Well, Piper, what have you been up to, in this past week since we last spoke?
So I've had my classes. I've been reading Artemis Fowl with my boyfriend. My classes have been pretty good. Last week I did 2 presentations. One about Minecraft, about the deep dark biome,
Right. I remember you telling
And
me about that.
yeah, and one about character design, and I chose Jeff the Land Shark.
Who's that?
Oh, I am so glad you asked.
Okay.
He is the littlest guy. He is the littlest guy. Let me send you a couple of pictures on Discord really quick.
I'm worried.
Oh, he is such a little guy. Jeff the Land Shark is a character from Marvel. He
Oh,
first
yes,
shows up
from
in
Rivals.
from Marvel. No, not just from Marvel Rivals, from Marvel
I
generally.
know,
He's in the
but
comics too.
that's where everyone knows him from.
Yes, and he's perfect. I don't like he's simply he is shaped. I'm sending you some images now.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about now. That's funny.
He is shaped.
You did a presentation
I
on him, you said?
Yes, I
How
did
did
a
that go?
PowerPoint presentation on Jeff the Land Shark where so in one of them I did something essentially I did something funny. I used the Fibonacci sequence and put it over one of the Jeff images, and turns out he is shaped perfectly.
Really?
Look, observe.
Where did you send? Oh, you sent this to me. Okay.
To Discord.
There are a lot. Wow. Oh my
The
gosh.
last one.
He really
He
is,
is
though.
shaped perfectly.
Can I show this to the chat?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's wild, dude. Chat, look at this.
He is
Fibonacci
shaped.
sequence over Jeff the Land Shark, and he is really... I mean, if that tail was longer, I have no doubt it would go all the way to the end.
Ugh, it doesn't even need to. Like, just the part of it is he's shaped perfectly.
Well, oh,
I have
the
him
Fibonacci
like
sequence
in
doesn't end anyway. That's right.
yeah, no, it keeps going, but oh my god, he is literally such a little guy. He's just like a mixture of like a dog or like a cat, some type of land animal, and a shark.
For sure.
And he said he talks in mirror, like mirror noises, and it's very funny. I love him so much.
Well, I'm glad you found someone else to love with that big
Yeah,
heart of
finally.
yours. You got room in there for everyone, Piper.
Maybe.
Let me see if I can get up here. How many fireworks does it take now?
At least 5 Jeffs can fit in my heart.
3 fireworks to get up this tower now. Holy shit.
Wait until you're fucking done with it, bro. What do you think's gonna happen?
I will use a whole stack before I reach the top.
Yep.
And chat, like, I don't know if anyone is new to the Watchtower Watch-along. The Pleiades Watchtower is from ReZero. It is, built by a guy named Flugel. Theoretically, we actually don't know that for sure, but it's probably built by Flugel, who is an absolute mad lad. And the only way that I was able to make this tower to scale in Minecraft the best I could, and even then it's not really close, is to have it go from bedrock to the skybox limit. and it nearly gets there. Like, we're at the skybox limit once we get to the top. I actually had a little bit of room before bedrock here, so it's not truly there, but it's pretty much there, man. I mean, it's like a stupid
Basically
tall
there,
tower.
yeah. It's really fucking
You know what's gonna suck?
disgustingly small.
Um,
Disgustingly tall, I mean, not small.
disgustingly small? Yeah. Piper's used to... Anyway,
Sorry, I'm fucking tired already. I'll never speak again.
well, what was I gonna say? It was like... Well, wouldn't it suck so much if somehow I messed up the Lightmaticus game, and by the time we get to the top, it's actually like I'm cutting off a few blocks for the top, and it just doesn't fit? I would cry.
I'm sure that won't happen.
I would cry if it did. It might actually be the end of me.
I would let you cry.
You'd let me? Thanks.
I'd let you cry.
Could always use a good cry.
I think I'm gonna start making everything sand. Because I hate looking at this while it's still stone, because that means, like, I can't look at it anymore, okay? I don't like it.
I'm for it. So you're gonna make it sand and then, like, detail it? Or are you gonna do, like, the detail right now?
The detail... Oh, I'm gonna make everything fucking sand. I'm gonna make everything sand or sandstone, and then I'm gonna add, like, sand on top of it. And, So the thing is that I've cut out the most essential big pieces,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest just has to be blended now. I'm still going to do most of the blending with my magic axe, but I want everything to be stone to sand already, because then I can just, I don't know, I can imagine it better, you know.
Sure.
It's like if you're doing a painting and you have to turn everything from gray into a color so that you can actually work with a color, you know.
I mean, I'm sure that makes
Yes,
sense
just
to
say yes.
yes. Okay. Yeah.
Replace stone, sandstone.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
This goes here. Oh man. I can't wait for this floor to be done because legit the next 3 floors of this tower are like a cakewalk. They're just tall. That's it. They're like
Just
me.
tall.
They're like me, for real, for real.
How tall are you, huh?
I'm
Let's hear it.
6'2.5".
Uh-huh.
But I often just say 6'3" so that I don't have to say 6'2.5".
Uh-huh.
No, I am
So you
6'2".
lie.
No, I'm 6'2.5". You know what?
So you just lie to people.
No. Actually, okay, so I worked at Men's Warehouse, which is a suit shop for a while, and dudes would come in all the time. And I know it's not fake news, Chris. I'm 6'2". I mean, I'll stand up if you want, but you're not going to be able to see my head because I'm just so tall. I tower over the camera. I used to work at a suit shop. Dudes would come in all the time, and they'd be like, when I asked them how tall they were, they'd be like, oh, I'm 6'1". And I'd be looking, like, at a 30-degree angle down at them, and I'm like, right down in front of them. 5'10". Because so often, and I know, like, dudes do this all the time, where they'll just be like, I'm 6'1", and they're not at all. But
They're just
truly,
not.
like, my dad is a carpenter, and both the doctor and the DMV, if you want to see it, said that I'm 6'2". So I'm at least 6'2".
You have medical proof that you're 6'2"?
Yes!
Is that what it takes nowadays?
You have to, man, because if... Well, okay, well, girls can tell the difference. If you tell a girl you're 6 foot and you're not, that's a red flag. Like, what are you lying about?
Is
What
it
are
a
you trying to
red
get
flag?
across?
I mean,
I think it is.
I guess.
The lying part is,
This
like, you don't
sounds
have
so
to...
funny.
Not being
It's just-
6 foot isn't a red flag, but lying about it is.
I think it's more of a fucking red flag if a girl really wants somebody to be over 6 feet tall before they even consider them to be up for a partnership.
That is also
I think
true.
that's more of a red flag.
I also agree
I
with
think
that.
height is so fucking irrelevant.
It's
one of the most irrelevant things about like a person's character. Like, you know that if it's a man, then they sometimes tend to have problems with it, and that is also a red flag. But that's not really the guy's like. I don't think it's fully the guy's fault if like everything.
No, it's definitely
Everyone
like a
around him is
societal
like that.
thing. And it's
It's
easy
a
for me to
societal
say
problem.
it doesn't need to be a problem when I'm one of the people not affected, but I truly don't understand it. Like, there's some dudes who, have you seen like these
so
dudes who are doing,
strange.
what is it, like shin extensions? And they
Yeah, I
can't
know
walk
about
for
that.
like half a year just so they could be an inch or two taller. That's so
Like,
sad.
it's here's the thing. Honestly, I want a fucking shin extension. I want one of those.
No,
I think
Piper.
I want one of those, but I don't think I should get one because I don't really need it. I'm like average height, so I don't think I should get it. But
Average
I kind
height for
of
Europe.
want one because I would love to be tall.
No, it's not all that, dude. I mean, seriously, like...
For me, it's more of a gender dysphoria thing than anything else. So I guess
I
that's a different thing. But like being taller would just make me incredibly happy, but I doubt that it's ever going to happen. So I just kind of gonna accept it.
I'm holding out
But
hope for you, Piper. One day.
Thank you.
One day you'll be tall.
Maybe I'll grow a little bit
Yeah.
before I in my old age. Maybe I'll be a little bit taller.
You're like Benjamin Button in that sense, where you're only gonna get bigger.
No, okay.
Or
Fine,
no,
I
he only
guess.
gets young. Never mind. Benjamin Button
Wait,
didn't
what?
really work. Have you ever seen or read Benjamin Button?
I've heard the name, I believe.
So he's
I'm not
this.
very confident about that.
It was this story about a guy who was born at the womb and looked like an old person, and then as he aged, he grew younger. It's pretty wild.
Hmm. Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn on some
Hmm.
music for you here, chat. Oh, it's so loud. All right, there we go. Sorry about that.
All good.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, Benjamin Button is a very popular story. They even made it into a really mid movie, I remember. Oh, man.
Quick question, Shanix.
Okay.
Look on your map really quick. Did we agree to make one of the corners another cliff? Or did we...
We wanted to blend it. The one...
the other one. Yeah, the big one. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Which that one should be lighter work than the other, hopefully.
Yeah. No, that... I just... Yeah.
Cool.
I was just making sure.
I mean, I just saw this. You're doing work out here.
Did we talk about that? Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Like I said, I wanted to look at least, a little bit more like a desert from above, so like.
Yeah, if you want to do that, then once the tower's over, I can do like the super detailed work, like.
Exactly. Get the
sure.
rough parts done,
Yes,
and then.
yes.
Exactly.
That will be a huge help.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
Chat, how are all you doing? How we hanging in there? I've got many more layers to go here. Actually, I don't need to go for a refill just yet. My moderation team did something very nice for me today. They made a stream schedule board that I can post in the Discord channel weekly so that everyone knows what I'm streaming beforehand. Which was very nice of them. It'd be better if I could figure this out. What's going on, Chris? Are you trying to figure out the code for the NPC? I believe in you. Tomorrow's stream is actually going to be nuts. Not to like talk about tomorrow's stream right now, but I've had this plan for a few weeks and I'm going to commit to it tomorrow, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I can't get command blocks to enable. Uh-oh.
Raggy.
Yeah, it's been hard work on the Shanix server for the past 15 days. We're in the home stretch.
Sounds like it. Am I invited?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Welcome, Salmon. Glad you can make it, buddy.
Hello,
I'm
Salmon.
doing good, and you? We're just working on the tower. Building her up.
Oh, I just condemned this bunny to death.
You condemned it?
Yeah. It fell.
It was doomed to fall to Piper.
By me. Yeah.
You condemned a bunny.
I did.
Just imagine a bunny in hell just standing in a neutral position. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that Onion video of the like the fake news reporters. It's like, and now in our most recent breakthrough with zoology, scientists trying to convince a bunny of its mortality, and it's just a dude pointing at a bunny. You are going to die. Riveting stuff this week, Gerald.
That's funny as fuck.
Oh, we're doing a fit check. All right, here we go.
Fit check. Let's go. Let's see it.
So, today, we've got the Joseph Abood Soft Series Polo. We've got the Paisley and Gray stretchy pants, the slacks with the green plaid in them to match up to here, and then we got the green and gray socks to match up to the shirt. Keeping it simple, stupid today, chat, but I think it is a very clean fit, and it's very cozy too. Would you believe me if I told you this shirt is a small? I have not worn a small since I was in elementary school. And this shirt still has a bunch of room and stretch in it. There was actually something like, when I was still a manager at Men's Warehouse, and I knew I was going to be leaving soon, I kind of just stopped giving a shit. And I started talking to my regional manager, who's like, big boss. Like, that's, for most people, that'll be the highest boss you see out of the company. And so he's like very invested in his company and his work and stuff like that. And I was talking to him and I was like, these shirts fit really wrong. And he goes, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, I'm wearing a small right now. And he goes, come on, get out of here. And I'm like, no, Skip, I am. He's like, yeah, well, you know, sometimes they just fit a little weird. And I'm like, I wear a medium or a large 100% of the time. Like, how am I wearing a small right now? But he's like, you know, it's a modern fit, so it's gonna fit a little. It's like, bullshit. They always, like, they never just give you a straight answer. This dude would bullshit me out of stuff, and I would just look at him like, okay, sure, Skip.
Whatever you say.
He's absolutely making things up, Salmon. I mean, well, he's technically not, right? Like, he's never just fully saying a lie. He's telling the truth, but about this particular shirt, no. Do things fit differently in the store? Yes. Try it on? Yes. Is it going to be should it be this big of a difference? No. It was actually wild. And for everyone who wanted to buy this shirt, I just had to give them a warning. I was like, look, man, you're a smaller cat than me. That shirt is going to fit you like a balloon. And I know I'm supposed to try and make sales out here, but that shirt's not going to fit you, dog. And they would appreciate it. I try to keep it real. Our new CEO actually visited our store the other week, and none of us realized that he was our new CEO. We just knew he was a big boss. Really? Well, I'm glad that you knew he was a boss, Chris, instead of just being like, oh, hey, how you doing, random guy? Hell, you want this? Yeah, fuck off. And just totally treated him. Not that you would treat any of your customers like that. I'm sure you're way above me in terms of customer service, Chris, but uh-oh. Things are going bad right now. I'm gonna have to disconnect.
Honestly, you talking about your bosses as if you're afraid of them just kind of reminded me of something.
Only the ones who deserve
Nothing
it.
bad.
Get him, Chris. What were you gonna say, Piper?
Sorry. So something pretty wholesome that happened was when I so I was at my what do you guys call it in America? It's like a free
Nothing's free in America.
No, it's like like you work for free is what I'm saying. It's charity work, I believe.
Well, there's
Not necessarily charity
volunteers.
work.
There's volunteers.
Yeah, volunteer work.
What's the other one? Not servant. Yeah. What's the intern?
No, not quite internship. I think it was
probably volunteer
like
then.
Volunteer work. It was volunteer work, yeah. But I was working at like an art school, and it was pretty nifty to be there. But I had some issues with with certain things. Like it was my first time ever being in an establishment like that, and essentially my fear was that I would not be like respected because I'm like non-binary, right?
Sure.
But the first day I was in there, I talked to multiple people about it, and the secretary was super nice, right? And she was essentially like telling me like some stuff, and then I hear the clacking of the shoes of the boss, and she's a fucking terrifying woman. And the thing is that I can't just stop mid-sentence, so I finish whatever I was trying to say, and I catch her staring at me, and then she gives me a key and just says it works for both bathrooms, and that's all she said about it.
That's
that
fucking
was
awesome.
So wholesome. That was so nice. That was the first time in like it's such a big way that I was just completely and utterly accepted. They never used like it was fantastic to work there. It was so fucking cool, but that was like the only thing she ever said about it. No one made a big deal out of it. It was so fun. Oh, that was awesome. Like, you have no idea the euphoria that can give people if you just, like, accept them.
10 out of 10, would work there again, being paid.
Being paid, I would work there again. Unpaid, no.
Yeah, no, I don't think
Working
anyone
there
should
was-
work for free. Point
No.
blank period. Well, shit.
But that was a fun time. That was a fun day.
Yeah, no, that's awesome of them.
Yeah, it really was. That was amazing.
I have some people do that, except I'm straight. They'll just be like, hey, if you ever need to just talk to us about anything, ever need any advice, just let me know. And I'm like, dude, I'm good. You don't have to do that with me.
You can save that for somebody who needs it. Like, I'm not gay, you say. I'm just pretty. That's that.
Yeah. Hey, thank you. You know, I don't know. This is gonna sound odd, but I have this way with Asian people. They think.
Where is this going? Who starts a sentence with that? You know what? Just stop it. Just stop it right there.
I have a way with Asian people, chat. They think I'm really handsome. 9 out of 10 Asians think I'm very handsome.
Oh my God.
Like,
How many Asian people have you talked to about this?
well,
Who have
that's the
you
thing.
asked?
I've never said anything to them, but there have been two occasions. There have been 2 occasions, Piper. I shit you not. An Asian guy came up to me, and in some of the best broken English I've ever heard, he goes, I see you have a perfect body. Great for modeling. And I was just like, thank you. It's like the most out-of-pocket, amazing compliment I've ever gotten from anyone. And I'm like, thank you so much. And he goes, do you model? And I'm like, no, I used to though. And he goes, you should do it again. World famous. I'm like, thanks, brother. And then
That's
one of
nice.
my distant relatives also visited our house recently, and she goes, oh, you're tall like a model. And I'm just like, I guess I gotta do this shit now, man. I guess I'm just pretty. Like, I'm talentless, but I'm pretty. I'm like Matt Rife,
Yeah.
but just not as talented. So maybe I can just go do that. Sell feet pics, and we'll be on our way.
Honestly, sometimes I wonder if that's what I should be doing.
I have
Sometimes
seen
I'm like,
several
is art
people.
really worth it? Is art really worth it?
Is creative
it really
fulfillment
worth
really
all of
what we
this?
want to do, or do we just want to like make a quick buck?
Do I just want to get like some quick like dollars or something, or euros in my case, I guess. Do I just want to like?
Do we just want to do
stop?
like, hey Sarah, can you hold the camera really quick? Thanks, and then.
You're kidding? Sarah would be fucking thrilled. I'm not
sounds
fucking
supportive.
making shit for money, dude.
Yeah, no, me
I'm
either.
receiving money
Fair
from
enough,
you.
honestly.
Fucking, you know how nice it would be? I need a new fucking graphics card. My entire PC, like, my PC should be fine, but the problem is that my, how do I say this? So my graphics card needs to be good because, you know, artists
Of course.
need to work digitally,
Rendering, all
have
that good
to
stuff.
use very, very good stuff going on. And recently, or just overall, like Photoshop has been difficult to use. After Effects has been difficult to use.
Yes.
Not to mention like all the big stuff like Premiere Pro and stuff like that.
Premiere
Like,
Pro's been
like
fucking me
barely
up
able to
recently.
run it.
Yeah.
Yeah, barely able to run at all. On top of that, my processor is.
Don't worry about it, Salmon.
Essentially out of date. Essentially, it will not be able to run Windows 11, which means that when it's out later this year, well, when it's essentially later this year, the updates for Windows 10 will be stopped. Which means that I'm fucked unless I can get like 3 new things for my PC.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe for you, Piper. We're gonna get
oh
you
no,
those components.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Let's say I have connections.
Are
I'll
you
be fine.
smuggling drugs, Piper? I knew it. I knew you were
Right.
nefarious like that. Piper is a
Sin-
drug lord,
since-
new
so
kingpin.
since-
Vincent
so
D'Onofrio
since
just got
weed
replaced.
is legal in Germany. It's not actually smuggled. I'm kidding.
Well, weed is legal in some states here. I don't think mine. If I had to guess. That would be you, Chris?
I've-
Oh yeah, you are the
I-
drug guy, aren't you?
I'm just gonna say it, but just in case Harry is here, shout out to Harry. When I say I have connections, I mean I have a boyfriend who's willing to pay everything for me, so I
Oh.
don't actually have to do it.
That's awesome of him. Big
Or
W
maybe
for
not
Harry.
everything. I don't really. I don't know. I feel a bit. I don't want to ask for that much, but he's willing to do it, and I kind of need it, and that is lovely if he chooses to do that for me. So
I mean,
shout out to Harry if he does that.
not saying that you should
Shout out
feel
to
like
Harry
this.
generally, honestly.
Yeah, no, shout out to Harry. Not that you should feel like this, but I would also feel really bad asking people for more than what I feel like I deserve. But that also ties into self-worth issues, and we won't get into that. But I totally get that. It's all
Salmon
weird.
said, so that's how you have all that money. Are you referring to the boyfriend part or the weed part? Because neither of that is true. I have money just because my, like, I get my family is supporting me with my artist stuff.
My
And
family
the weed
supports me in
business
spirit.
is obviously just a side. This is just a side thing.
Yeah, no, just a side thing, and it's booming.
Hell yeah.
I was talking about Chris being a dealer. Oh, okay. He wasn't even talking to us. You know what? Chris should just stream. Then fine, we'll leave. We'll just do this on our own.
Yeah. I don't think these guys want us here.
Yeah, I was about to say I feel unloved, disrespected, unloved, and
Disrespected.
uglier
hurt.
by the second. I'm becoming less and less of a model the more time I spend on stream. I struggle with accepting gifts in my capacity, so I understand the not accepting money. Yeah, no, that's just because you're the most humble dude I've ever met in my life, Chris.
It's I'm not gonna lie here, like there's like a conflicting side of me. I love gifts. I love receiving gifts. I
For
love
sure.
giving gifts. I find it so good and so fulfilling, and like it's like my love language, right? Like giving and receiving gifts.
Yeah.
Such a good fucking love language. But the problem is just that, like, if you want something, especially with me and Sarah and I have a system where essentially, if we want something from the other person, we need to like ask for it, which is, if you think about it, quite a good way of doing it, because it opens communication. And if you want something as like a surprise, then they can still surprise you. You just have to like prepare them for like, hey, I think I'd like to be surprised with something like this in the future. And then you can, they can figure out the rest
Let me
from there.
prompt you on this surprise really quick. Here's how I want it to go.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like, I mean, here's the thing. Both of us are not fucking neurotypical, so a little bit of instructions is really good. I mean, for example, I said once that I really actually would love to have like flowers every now and then, I think. And Sarah has been, we've been going on walks, and I've caught Sarah just staring at random flowers that are growing on the sidewalk and judging them internally on whether or not she should pick them for me. And she's sometimes just being like pointing at flowers, or just generally like, we walk past gardens and I see her staring at the flowers, and she's going, flowers, and I'm like, Sarah, no, those are private flowers, you can't do that.
That's funny. I can't do that with Julia. Like, I'm glad the system works for you, but Julia, one time I was like, hey, I just got something for us, and she's like, what is it? And I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, goober. And she goes, all right, can you give me a hint? And I'm like, sure. I said the most vague thing in the world. I just said like one word, and she goes, oh, we're going to see wrestling live. And I'm like, what? She guesses things
She's
so
fucking psychic.
fast. Yeah, no, I can't hide anything from her. So I legit just can't tell her shit. Because she sees it from a mile away. I'm not the same way. Like, I usually know what I'm gonna get because I'm very hard to shop for, so if I do give somebody something to get me, then it's likely going to be that. But like on Christmas, I couldn't figure out what she had gotten me, and it was a book. And I liked the book. I literally pointed it out to her, hey, I want this book, and I completely forgot that I did that. So props to her.
See, that's good. If you've got shit memory, it's also easier to get
Yeah,
surprised.
absolutely. No,
You're
it
just like,
definitely helps.
you know what? I would probably love to have this, and then you just forget about that, and then they actually get it for you, and you're like,
Out
oh
of
my
sight,
God,
out
I
of
forgot about
mind.
that.
No, that's the best kind, though. When you wanted something, forgot you wanted it, and then remembered that you wanted it when you found it.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
Chris says, I always end up telling my wife what I got her because I got too excited. That's so sweet.
Oh my God, I do the same thing with Sarah. I do the same thing with her. I'm like, well, guess what? I got you something, and then I
overhint.
like, genuinely, yeah. You have to like catch yourself so many times because you're like, no, it's supposed to be a surprise, but you get so excited trying to tell them. I totally get that.
And maybe it was actually an overhint as opposed to a vague hint, but she got it immediately. So no, I'm in that same boat there. I definitely overhint my gifts, and so oftentimes what I'll do now is I will get something, forget that I got it, and then wrap it when it comes to, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, just don't say anything to anyone, out of sight, out of mind. Probably the best gift I ever got Julia was I got her a computer. And it's kind of busted right now just because it's an old computer that I bought off my friend for crazy cheap. It's an Alienware PC, so it's still good, but it's like showing its age a little bit. But what I did, she had been guessing too many things, and so I kind of wanted to annoy her. I put it in a big box in like the middle of my room, put a blanket over it, and then I told her not to look at the box, and it was there for a month. Every time she came over,
That's evil.
she was like, "What's in the box?" And I'm like, "I ain't gonna tell you. You gotta wait till Christmas." And then
that is mean. Why would you do that?
I'm just mean to her. But come Christmas Day, I carried it out of the box and showed it to her. She goes, "I knew it!" And I'm like, "No, you didn't. Shut up."
What did you expect? Of course she knew what it was gonna be.
Of course she knew what it was.
Month.
Yeah, no, I know. I think I'd given her
awesome.
another hint, and then she just... What she does now is I'll give her a hint, and she'll pretend to not know what it is, but she totally does. I can tell. Salmon says, I have a weird memory. I can almost intentionally forget things, so I can unspoil a show or surprise myself with my own gift I bought.
That's funny.
I'm sorry. That is the loneliest thing I've ever heard in my life, Salmon. A gift that I bought for myself. Whoa! It's a Minecraft poster. Sorry. To me, I just spun that like in a really sad narrative. But it's actually...
I think...
Go ahead.
No, I think that's actually kind of decent though. I also buy gifts for myself every now and then.
Oh, for sure. Like for Christmas,
then, like...
I bought myself 2 new monitors.
Hell yeah.
No one else was going to do it, so I was like, shit. I need them. And they've been great.
Honestly, everything, like, the many things that I owned, like, electronically have all been gifted to me. Like, for example, my PC. Sarah owned it. It's her old PC. She gifted it to me. She built it herself.
Ooh.
Then my one big 4K monitor. I got that for my graduation. For my dad. And then honestly, one of the most prized possessions, just next in line to all of my art files, my massive fucking drawing tablet, 4K screen. It's a Canvas 24. It is absolutely humongous. It is as big as a 4K screen, and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Sounds like it.
It's so beautiful, and it's also basically works as a second monitor. So I have basically I have 2 4K monitors right now, chilling, just, and I can draw on one of them, and it's awesome.
Bet.
Fantastic stuff, I gotta say, and I've been gifted all of that. My phone was a gift as well because my parents were proud of me for never having destroyed a phone, unlike my sister.
Same.
She bought me so they bought me a new phone.
Same on every single respect, actually. Like up and down the line, I have never broken one of my phones. They have all aged out.
Yep.
And like the only reason I got a new one semi recently is because why is that there? Okay, interesting. The only reason I got a new one semi recently is because I dropped it at work and it hit the selfie camera. I don't know what it is, but every time I've ever cracked my phone screen, it is cracked right on the selfie camera. And this time I actually had a warranty for this one. They said you can ship it back to us and we'll fix it and have it back to you in 2 days for what was it, like $100 or $250. I also took it to a U-Break iFix, which is a place where they do exactly what the title suggests, and they were like,
Right.
we could probably have a new screen to you in like 2 or 3 days for about $250, or I could get a warranty new phone in 3 hours, with the newest model for $100. I was like, okay,
That's
option
crazy.
number 3, and so I just got a brand new phone for breaking the other one for $100. It's goated. I love this thing.
That's pretty sick.
This has
mean,
nearly 300 gigabytes of space in it. The other one had like 80.
Jesus Christ. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
No, my phone is like 8 or 9 years old at this point.
Wow,
I'm making
really?
that up. Hang on, no, I'm making that up. It's at minimum 5 years old.
That's still, I mean,
But
for
I've had it
phone
for
lifetimes,
years.
that's actually like still getting there.
Oh no, it's at minimum 5 years old. When did I get it? I got it sometime. Was it before or after I graduated? Sometime before or during or something like that. So minimum 5 years old. I'm just gonna say. I don't know
Wow.
how old it is completely, but minimum 5 years old. And before that, I have owned 3 phones in my lifetime. The first one was basically like while everyone was having like the young iPhones, I had one with buttons still.
I missed the buttons.
Because my parents didn't want to give me an actual like touchscreen phone.
Oh, never
so,
mind.
Yeah.
That kind of button. Got it.
Yeah, like actual buttons for like can't send
keyboard.
SMS, have to buy, have to like have
You
to
have
like
to buy
put in
text
every
messages.
single.
Yeah.
Literally have to have to click one button 3 times in order to get like a specific
Oh,
letter.
fuck that. Oh, no.
So that was the phone that I had. It was a really cheap small one. Can't send messages through it. Calling was difficult. The second phone I got was a touchscreen phone, but it was pretty old and pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie. And then the third one was this one. It's a Motorola. My parents.
Classic.
Yeah, it's a Motorola. The screen isn't cracked, but the back of it, the hole is a bit cracked, and I haven't had.
They do that.
I haven't had a cover for it in like 3 years, I think. And it's still fine.
I actually like Motorola phones. That's what my best friend and my dad use. They're really customizable. I actually think they're super underrated phones. But they do, like the back, same thing, cracks like a motherfucker after a while.
Yeah, the back is the only thing of the phone that has cracked, but it's not even that visible. Like you can only see the cracks if you really look for them and like have your fingers like run over the entire thing.
Sure.
And otherwise it's genuinely not like noticeable.
I don't
Just
know.
pretty good.
I don't know why you just reminded me of this, but when I was in 5th grade, I found these sunglasses that I really wanted. And they were Ray-Bans. And if you don't know what Ray-Bans are,
yeah, I know Ray-Bans.
just for anyone out in the audience, like Ray-Bans is probably one of, if not the nicest and most classic brands of glasses now. They used to, I think they just used to be sunglasses, but now they do both. And they're fantastic. Like I've always done Ray-Bans. That's my jam. I found these, like we were walking by in Target one day and I saw these Ray-Ban aviators sitting on the wall and I was like, Mom, please. And she's like, no, those are Ray-Bans and you're 12. So I was like,
honestly, good reasoning.
But so fair though, right?
So fair.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
For my birthday that year, they thought about it as like every electronic device I've ever owned, I've taken great care of besides one DSi. So they're like, we'll give them a shot. So I think they were $150 at the time they got me these Ray-Bans, and I opened them up on my birthday, and I took such good care of those things. I put them back in the case after every single use. I carried them around in my pocket, wore them all the time, kept the lenses clean, kept the joints tight, and I had them up until 2023. So that would have been, what would that have been? Nearly 8 years of having them and not losing them from when I was in 5th grade. And I gave them to my friend because he wanted to wear them in choir.
Oh.
He loses them in the venue that we went to.
No.
And never paid me back, never replaced them or anything like that. I called the venue and they're like, we can't find them. And so,
oh my god,
I was I'm still really mad. I think about those sunglasses every once in a while. And I got new ones. Can I tell you, I paid $400 for new Ray-Bans and they suck.
Yep.
I hate them so much. They were $150 when they originally got them for me back in, what would that have been, like 2015? These new Ray-Bans are dog ass, dude.
Yeah,
they're so floppy at the joints. They've cracked so easily. They're heavy. Like, I just can't stand them, man. And they don't even look as good.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay, but like, I would really love me some new Ray-Bans.
As a person who has to wear glasses or literally will die, the fucking my family. Okay, right. My entire family is made up of people who can't fucking see.
Same.
All of us have shit eyes, like actually garbage fucking eyes. And so that's why I know what fucking Ray-Bans are, because my parents love them. My mother has a pair, I think, has her own pair, and she always goes for like the really expensive ones, the ones where you have the ones where it doesn't have what are they called in English? The borders that keep the lenses in. She doesn't have those, but she has like string instead to hold them in place. Do you know those?
I think so.
Yeah, so she always wanted those, and I mean I have, you know what glasses I have. I have the golden,
the big
round glasses. Yeah, big insect glasses because they look good on me. They enhance my biggest feature, my eyes, which are already fucking massive. So it's pretty funny. So yeah, no, it's always been a fucking thing of trying to figure out what glasses to wear and for how long to wear them and stuff. And the current glasses I've had for, I think, also for about as long as I've had my phone. So about 5 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems about right. But I think I may have to get my lenses replaced soon, which I'm a bit afraid of because.
You know, they say you're supposed to do that once a year.
What?
Yeah.
That's a joke.
It totally is. There's no way.
How are you supposed to pay for that?
I know! Like,
How are you supposed to pay for that? That's impossible.
I waited probably like 3 or 4 years before I got these new glasses that I'm wearing. And when I tell you, getting the new glasses, the frames, the lenses, and all that was, what was it, like $500-600? I'm not doing that every year. You're funny. And
no,
they're emailing me right now too. It's like,
ridiculous.
make sure to keep up on your eye health. And I'm like, fuck my eye health, dude. I barely even changed prescriptions in 4 years. I think I'm okay not visiting every single year.
Wait, I'm actually curious. So you say you also have bad eyes, right?
Not bad eyes, but I do require them to like read and drive. But I just prefer the look of glasses on me anyway.
Yeah, same here. But I also need them to do anything.
Yeah, no,
I'm
like,
curious to how
I
bad
can
your
function.
eyes are. So.
I think I'm a 60-80 is what they told me or something like that.
I'm afraid that tells me absolutely nothing because the systems are different, which is why I'm trying to find an emulator really quick.
Gotcha. I don't remember if I'm a 60-80 or not. I actually have the prescription in my car, but I'm too lazy to go grab it right now. Or I actually might have it in my bag. Hold on. Chad, have you ever seen my handbag? All right, I'm not beating the allegations for being gay on this one, but I have a leather handbag that I carry around with me everywhere.
Okay, tell me how bad your eyes are.
Let me find it. So this is my leather handbag. I carry my headphones, lotion, laptop, charger, a book, my journal, all gum, all that good stuff. Glasses cleaner. Let me see if I can find. Would it be in here? Maybe not. You have a Merce, Chris? That's awesome. Okay, yeah, it's not in here, so it's in my car. But I'm 90% sure I'm 60-80, Piper. In America terms.
I sent you something.
Okay.
It's a myopia vision simulator. You can just adjust to tell like how bad your eyes are.
All right, let's do it.
And then you can tell me what minus point you're at.
Chat, let's do this. Launch simulator. I hope there's no porn ads on here.
I don't think there are.
You never know.
I haven't seen any, but I also have ad
And trust me,
blockers,
I've
so-
been looking. All right, I'm supposed to take my glasses off. Right.
No. This is where you're just supposed to slide the scale to how your vision is without glasses.
Oh. How my vision is without glasses.
Yes.
Okay, move the slider. Let me see. Oh, that's a big jump. Yeah, I'd say it's like that. In between, I guess it just doesn't go to... Yeah, I guess it's -1 diopters.
-1?
Yeah.
Okay. So, for comparison, you see how the... Go to the -6 for me, please.
-6? What?
Mine is a -10.
What? That's crazy. Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Chat, how long did Piper have to see like this before they were like, okay, when you first put on glasses, did you feel like you were really tall?
Oh god. Dude, the first time I put on glasses, I was like 5 or 6 or something.
Oh, mine was like
tall
recent,
anyway. Dude, no, my glasses, I had to start when I was really young. Let me fucking try to remember. First time I put on glasses.
You mean to tell me that's not like a recent thing? You go into a -10?
No.
Yeah, no.
I'm afraid not. It's a life condition.
That's wild.
It's a fucking life condition. My eyes are actually terrible. Like, they are the worst of my family. And I cannot really do anything about it, which is why glasses are genuinely like, if my glasses break, I'm genuinely fucked. I cannot find my way home by myself if I lose my glasses or they break or something.
That's
like,
wild.
like if I ever Salmon, is that actually what you all see? I had not clue it was that bad. Yes, that is actually what we see. For me, personally, I also have astigmatism, which means that lines, like lights, look really funky without glasses, and my glasses kind of correct that a little bit. And astigmatism is when the light you see. So usually, light is supposed to shine outwards, right? It's supposed to be a glow. With astigmatism, it looks like a light shaft, like that's shaped in a certain way. So it's like a line instead of a glow. And glasses are supposed to correct that in some cases. In my case, they do, and without glasses, everything looks. I don't know how to describe it. Let me take my glasses off.
Gaussian blur at 50%.
Oh, Gaussian blur is. You know what? Yeah, sure. Let me try for the Gaussian blur and try to show you how bad my eyesight is.
Only editors are gonna understand this, and I'm pretty sure that would just be you and me. But yes,
I'm gonna. You remember that picture of Jeff with the thing on it?
Yes.
The Fibonacci. I'm gonna blur that in Photoshop real quick.
Oh, an excellent choice. Salmon says light isn't supposed to be lines. I think it is. I mean, I see it in
it's not supposed to be lines.
Well, what do you mean by lines? Like, if you see a big glow and it's got like the things pointing out this way on the top and the bottom and the right and the left, or if it's supposed to be like...
It depends. Let me show you an example. This is what, like, astigmatism essentially looks like with, fuck, hang on. Something like that. That is not normal.
Oh, shit. Chat?
You're cooked. This is how it's supposed to be.
Oh, fuck.
Have I just revealed something to you?
I thought that was normal.
Check the second picture.
Yeah, I straight up don't see like that. Well, okay, so it's not as bad as the first one, but I definitely, like, when I'm driving and shit, I see that. Like a bunch of lines going out of Central Point. Yeah. Okay, so Salmon, we're cooked. Dope. Thanks for that, Piper. Maybe I do need to go back to the eye doctor. Shit. Well, mine's not that bad. It's never really bothered me that much. It does sometimes when I'm streaming and I have the lights especially a little bright. It can sometimes get a little nauseating, but I've never really noticed it besides that. And who really cares about my streams, man? It's like, they don't have to be that. I don't have to be that energetic. A lot of the time, your car's windshield can cause that effect as well. Okay, that makes me feel better.
Yes, that's also true, yes.
That might actually be what's happening then, because I haven't really noticed that outside of cars most of the time. Thank you, Chris. Maybe I'm not cooked. But Salmon, you might still be cooked. Salmon, you don't want to suffer through it. What I found out, I don't know if you're driving yet, buddy, but once you start, I took a test, and when I took my, like, DMV permit test is when I found out I actually need glasses. They were having me read off the things, and I was like, 4, and they're like, that's a 7. And I'm like, oh no. But at first, it was only one eye that was bad. So I was like, my dad offered to go get glasses, and I'm like, Dad, we need to get a monocle for me. And he goes, you're not getting a monocle. You're going to regret that. And I'm like, I will never regret getting a monocle. Please. Please let me get a monocle. And he's like, no, you're getting glasses. And then we went to the eye doctor. Turns out my other eye is kind of fucked too, but in a different way. So I wouldn't have been able to get a monocle. Kind of sucks, chat. Your boy could have been in the suits with the monocle, the stopwatch, everything. I could have been your 1800s British gentleman, and that would be like my thing. I could do the mustache too. I could twirl it up. Shit, man. Maybe I should just do it anyway. Get a monocle.
Okay. I think I have an approximation of what my eyesight is.
Okay.
Something like this, I believe. I had to compare it with a little bit, but this is essentially what it is.
Wow. Here you are, chat.
It's so the funny thing is that for me that it's actually a bit rougher around the edges. It's not quite so smooth everywhere. It's all a bit like everything is multiplied like over and over again, and everything is just slightly moved to the sides.
It hurts me just looking at that.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. It sucks because without my glasses, like here's the funny thing, right? Do you know how difficult showering is when all the shampoo bottles are the same color as the fucking tile?
You get to paint
the
shampoo
all the fucking bottles are white that I have to use, and the fucking surroundings are also white. I can never actually see where they are. I can just like I just grab into nothing, and then suddenly there is something there. It's so fucked up. And without
is it like
glasses,
those videos
I also have
of the like somewhere some dude's reaching into a fridge that's empty, and then the screen glitches, and then all of a sudden he's in like Paris reaching for a baguette or something. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
It might as well
like
be.
that?
Sure. We'll go with that. No, another one is though that like without glasses, I have like no real concept of how far away things are, which is also kind of scary.
Perception. That can mess you
like,
up. I'm glad you didn't do sports.
Yeah. Oh, Shanix.
Did you do sports?
When I was younger in class, well, yes, I had to do sports in class, and they also had me take my glasses off all the time because they didn't want to be responsible if I broke them.
That's the most PE thing I've ever heard.
Can you tell that potentially my aiming and throwing wasn't very much up to standard?
You're like, what are they doing, man? You're just like, 4!
I caught a fucking ball once and the entire stadium cheered for me.
That's awesome.
It was so funny and also so humiliating, I'm not gonna lie.
I was never the guy who caught the ball. I was the guy who got hit in the nuts, and then everyone cheered when I got back up. It's pretty sad, actually. Yeah, in that case, it's probably the glass that's being used that's causing problems. Oh, they're just having a whole conversation over it. All right, cool. Y'all are stuck in the past, man. Piper and I have moved on to bigger and greater things, like getting humiliated in school. Actually, what's the most humiliating thing or embarrassing thing in school that you remember?
Okay, that's a good point to make because this is actually going to be part of so we need to make a comic soon about embarrassing things that happen to us or embarrassing things in general. So let me try to think of something.
Use me as a trial run.
I will. I am. I'm trying to figure out right now because embarrassing thing that happened to me.
I mean, like,
or
preferably, but if it's just something that you were embarrassed by too, that can totally work.
Oh, I can tell you one thing that I'm just deeply ashamed about.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have difficulty with auditory processing. Okay? Which means that I can't really. So sometimes people have to repeat things in order for my brain to catch up to what they actually say, which ends up in a lot of confusion when let's do an example. You say something, and then I say huh, and then you try to repeat what you said, and then I immediately answer the question because my brain was just lagging behind.
No, everyone does
sometimes
that, though.
Not all the time, but then another thing that also happens to me is that sometimes I can just genuinely not understand what you are saying. My brain literally cannot comprehend what you're talking about or what you're saying. And
if
then
I'm talking, I'm asking a question, your brain just goes, and anyway, I was just going to talk about the...
No, it's like you say something. Yeah, it's like you say something, and then my brain just like blanks out the word that I'm supposed to hear. And it's like, what was the word? What was the word? And then I'm like, then you're like looking at me expectantly, and I'm like,
was that
okay? Now I have to answer something, and oh god, and then it's right. So
I think that's ADHD, Piper.
That could be it, but also this situation happened to me in school.
All right.
There was this tiny girl who just joined class, and she was really sweet and kind, but she was also very nervous, and I was a very friendly student. I was trying to be friendly at least. So, loudest cafeteria you can possibly imagine. Me with my listening issues can't understand a word she's saying. She's saying something in her very small little voice, and then I'm just like, I'm so sorry, can you repeat that? And I have to ask her like 5 times to repeat it. And what she was saying was, can we be friends?
Oh. Oh no. And she, after number 5, she's like, never mind.
Yeah, she was about to go, never mind, I don't care anymore. And I was like, no, please, I need to know what you're saying. I don't understand what you're saying.
Precious.
I felt so ashamed.
No friendship for you, that's right, Chris.
I felt so ashamed.
That's funny. And also terrible.
No, it's not, though. It's so bad. It's so terrible. I did say yes, though.
Are you still friends?
No, I don't know her anymore.
I guess you didn't hear her well enough, Piper. I guess it wasn't worth it.
I have met her one time. I hope she's okay. I really hope she is okay, but there was nothing. Yeah, shout out to her. I hope she's okay. She was really sweet.
I hope people hear her.
Me too.
I hope she's being
Me too.
heard and perceived.
Me too. She deserves that much. Okay, yeah, sorry. That just every time I think about that, I get so deeply embarrassed and ashamed of myself, and I'm just like, oh fuck,
That's so
man,
fair.
I want a new brain. Just fucking unplug me. Just do something else with that.
Let's wake up from the Matrix together.
Yeah.
No, I totally get that. I've had moments like that, though. I think everyone has those moments where they're just thinking about something while someone's talking, and then you can hear the tone of their voice slightly go up, and then your brain's like, "Oh shit, that was a question," and then you're forced into a difficult position. Do you try to respond like you heard the question, or do
you just
or do you ask again and be possibly rude? I oftentimes just opt for the you know, and then just bullshit my way out of it instead of actually trying to ask again, which is probably the less rude option.
It depends on the situation that I'm in. Like, it depends on the situation that I'm in for what I go for, right? So, for example, during class, I'm always a bit torn between do I have to ask for them to repeat themselves, or should I just live with it? And generally, I live with it because it's not really worth it to disturb the fucking class like 5 times if I'm like, hey, hang on, can you repeat yourself? No. Can you like repeat yourself again, please? I didn't hear. No. Like, can you say it again? I didn't hear it. Also, when it's what I also find a little bit annoying is when I ask somebody to repeat themselves and they start an entirely new sentence instead of just repeating exactly what they said. That is it's like understandable what they're doing. Obviously understandable.
They rephrase
right? Like
it because they think you didn't understand what they originally
No,
said.
but I just didn't hear it. I just didn't hear it. It's not that I didn't understand what you meant. I just didn't hear what you said. So I just needed to repeat exactly what you said. And then I just get more confused.
It's kind of like that feeling of when you're texting with someone and you send something, and right as they're about to respond, you send something and you could see them like the amount of typing that was going on while you were about to send that versus what they actually end up sending is like, oh no, I just made you retype a whole message. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Chris says, according to my mother, I'm a monkey. All right, Chris, elaborate. Let's expand upon this.
Let's expand a little bit.
Monkey.
Let's see where this gets us.
I like monkeys.
Also, look on your map, Shanix.
Yeah! Killing it.
I have been busy.
Killing it.
Yes.
Let me get some more
I'm just
jingles.
smoothing out the corners a little bit, and then I'm going to make everything sand, 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 and then I'm going to replace all the water with sand.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start with other things.
I have mentioned that I'm from Indiana. Okay, I was about to say India. No, I vaguely remember you being from Indiana, but I also remember you saying that you moved around a lot, so I wasn't gonna like place.
Where exactly is Indiana?
Indiana is more north for the United States. It's right next to Ohio.
That tells me nothing.
Okay, well, I don't know what you want me to tell you. How well do you know America's geography?
North. I know. So you said it's further in the north.
Yeah. So
how far north is it?
Do you know where the lake in between Canada and America is? That lake? Indiana's Lake Michigan. So it's actually right underneath that.
Ah, okay. So it's connected to the Lake Michigan. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
No, it's not. Is it connected?
No, it's not.
Hold on. I need to pull up GeoGuessr. Show me the United States of America.
America?
Arizona.
Indiana is touching the Great Lake of Michigan. All right. I was right. All right, continue, Chris. Now that we know where Indiana is, I moved around a lot, yes, but I was born in Indiana anyway, so in Indiana there's a massive zoo. Oh, okay, so he's going to do it like this. We're just going to get snippets at a time. He's going to leave us on our toes. I need some more, Piper.
1 second. Replace deep slate. Stone. Why stone? Why would I do stone? It's sandstone. That's what I meant.
That was a massive island in the middle of the zoo full of monkeys, and I was always told that's I came from.
What the fuck? I'm sorry?
That's awesome. That's the most mom thing to say, though.
Oh my god, there's a natural form. Hang on. Shanix, I don't know if I can say this word on stream.
Here.
Just, can you look up? Look up.
Here. Say it really quick. You're not, actually, you're not being heard. Oh, dude, it's whatever. Fucking, it's a penis, man.
Come up here.
Come
Come up here, Shanix.
You can say
Come
penis.
up here. Look.
Where are we at? Oh.
It's a long schlong, too.
It's not bad, yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Very good. Thanks for sharing.
I'll leave that there. That's funny. Right, what do you need, Shanix?
Can you... Okay, let me fly back down to the chest here. I need this chest, just like one full row of spruce wood, so this.
Making it easy for me.
Absolutely.
Here you go.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I think that should be all I need for now. I might have to get more... No, I stocked up on jungle leaves. Okay, I'm good for now. Thank you, thank you. By definition, we're a different species, but I will leave that debate there. Yeah, no, you don't want to ask me about that, because then it delves into... Well, never mind. You know what? We're not even going to talk about it. Moving on. Julia says she's going to the DC Zoo. Julia is in DC right now. If anyone doesn't know, DC stands for District of Columbia.
I thought it stands for D's nuts. Sorry. sorry.
DC? D's nuts?
Sorry.
Are you sure?
Sure.
Did you just
I'll
hear
go for
D and be like, neuron activation? D's nuts?
Yes.
Alright, that's what I figured. It's okay. It
I
stands
have-
for
I
District of
have-
Columbia. Is it anywhere near Columbia? Nope. Why do we call it that? Don't know, but it's the capital of the United States. Because why not?
Washington, D.C.
DC has no N. How could it be D's nuts? That's what I'm saying, Salmon. Piper just really wanted to... They've really got
D's.
balls on their
D.C.
mind today.
D's.
They're seeing it in like
Those are-
crevices in the
those are
world.
funny.
It's all...
They're
all up-
funny, okay?
They are funny, though.
They are really funny.
Out of all the parts of the human body, the balls are probably the most fascinating, dangly thing that we have.
Fascinating? I think they're funny, but I think the brain is more fascinating than the balls.
Well, it's funny
Balls
you say
are like,
that.
pretty simple.
I come from a lineage of neurologists, so I would happen to agree with you, but I think the balls
Just
are
this once, you have to
fascinating. Like,
think.
how do they fit pee and semen? How do they do that? How's there enough room? It's fascinating. So,
I wish I could do something right now, but I'm not good enough at it, so I can't. Sorry,
you're gonna try and
have
sing
a-
the
I
Daft
have
Punk
a-
song?
God, no. I have a roommate who, whenever there's like a really funny conversation topic going on, she always starts explaining things with complete absolute nonsense. She starts spouting complete and utter nonsense about this. Like she says, so did you know that the word balls actually came from the word Brazil? And then she goes into like some really deep some deep scientific explanation.
You were
why
getting
this
there,
is
go
the
for it.
case. But I'm not good at that.
Do
and
it.
I don't know.
Do it.
So Shanix, did you know that the word balls actually came from Balsamicus these nutticus? It's
Did
like
not know
a
that.
really, really old species of plants that
Okay.
lived during the Triassic period. They were growing there mostly. And these plants were so big and bulbous that the name has actually stayed in the dinosaurs' minds for years, like
Dinosaur.
until now. And it's like written in our DNA to have big balls. That's where that word came from. It's like written into our genes, Shanix. I don't know why you're laughing. None of this is funny.
That was awesome. What do you mean you couldn't do it? That was amazing.
Thank you.
That's like next level improv, dude. I can't even do that. I'm also not good
Listen,
at improv. But
I'm good at I'm good at talking shit. Okay.
I can talk shit, but that's like talking nonsense shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, listen. I gotta tell my roommate that I just did that because I think she'd be very proud of me.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you have no idea. She is
someone clip that,
world-class in this
chat.
type of
We'll
stuff.
send it to their roommate. We'll make sure that they see it. I'll clip it. Actually, it might actually be a YouTube short. Would that be okay? That'll be easier to send.
My roommate's humor is going to be immortalized. Honestly, hell yeah, she deserves it.
It's more your humor than anything, I'd say.
Oh no.
She didn't write none of that.
That idea came purely from her. No, you have no idea. Her humor is so funny. She just talks absolute nonsense.
All right.
And it's really good.
Probably the person who's cracking me most up recently is one of my bandmates, Joe. Whenever we start talking about our other bandmate, Sam. So, I won't say any of the stuff we say because it will probably get me banned. It's nothing like overtly racist or terrible or anything like that, but it is just like Sam is very, very tolerant and even openly makes fun of his sexuality, his race, and all that stuff. So we just have fun with him doing that, and we say some unbelievably weird things. And Joe is one of those people who just commits. Like, if you give him something, he will go tenfold over with it. And yesterday he was, we'll say, pretending to diddle himself. And it was one of the, like, hardest I've ever laughed. Like, usually, sometimes, like, people fall over when they laugh. I was sitting down and I had to stand up so that I could get all of the air to my body and lungs to properly laugh as much as I was.
You were flabbergasted into standing up.
Yeah, like, it was absolutely hilarious. I won't say anything we said. That is the only thing you guys will get. But one day I'd really love to do a video or a stream with Joe, just because I think he's so naturally funny and I'm not. He could really carry me. Like you.
I carry you?
A little bit on these streams for sure.
I mean, I try my best. I keep it afloat, you know how it is.
Oh, jeez. Kicks rocks.
Into my head, killing me instantly.
I'm missing this jump so bad. Oh, okay, got it.
Look on your map. I've made it sandy.
Oh, wow. You really did. Yeah, no, on this other side, that's looking nice and sandy.
Yeah, I love me some sand. But not in...
Big W.
Yeah.
Big W.
Have you ever eaten sand, Shanix?
I have.
How do you like the crunch?
Can't stand it. Haunts me in my nightmares.
I like the crunch sometimes. It's when it stays in your teeth and just removes your all of the protection your teeth has.
Okay. I happen to not be a fan of the beach or the ocean. Which is a controversial take. I just think the mountains are better.
Honestly, respect it. I respect it.
Like,
I think
if I'm gonna
really
go
cool.
vacationing, I'd much rather go to a cabin in the mountains than a beachside house. Or actually, okay, here's how I would put it. So if I'm going to live in a luxury home, it is going to be in the mountains. It is not going to be on the beach. The beach for a vacation,
100%.
great, love it, but definitely not like long term.
I actually agree with you on that part. Living, definitely the mountains. Going for a vacation, sure, but I love the mountains so much. I think
We have great ones here.
the ocean is pretty nifty. I think it's pretty cool, but I only really like it during the winter.
That's very fair. I actually haven't visited
And-
the ocean during the winter, but I imagine it would be very peaceful.
Yes, that's exactly it. It's very peaceful. You only really meet the people there that actually want to be there instead
Yeah.
of like all the screaming children and everything.
Yeah.
Like you get to meet the people that just go there with their dogs on an afternoon walk. You go and just you can get some you can get some seashells if you really want to. It's very peaceful in the winter. But I don't know. I never really liked going to the beach in like the summer because it's always full of people.
Yeah,
The mountains,
it's
though.
bad
The
here.
mountains, if you walk far enough, no one's fucking coming after you. So, and they're also dangerous. But
For better or for
you
worse.
know,
Yeah, I was about to say.
for better or for worse. But
Creeper's saying we nuked the nether.
yeah,
I'm just like, that's just what you do to get netherite, though.
I'm suspicious since they said that onion helped them. I'm like, how much did they nuke the nether?
How
if Onion
much
was
did
helping?
Onion do?
How
Yeah.
much nuking did Onion do?
They took a lot of TNT and made some tunnels and just sort of lit it.
That's lit.
That's the best way. I use beds personally. Not as efficient, but it is cheaper. Mountains are sick, but it's cold. Maybe except skinwalkers. What are we talking about in chat? What is going on in chat right
Well,
now?
I do also have to say I would not be staying in the mountains in a cabin. I would not.
You don't like
I
cabins?
would simply not. Oh, listen, cabin in the woods? No.
It's a movie, yeah.
Too many strange people. Too many weird noises. I am afraid of the dark. I am not going to be there.
I mean, like, you kind of have to go to the right one. I've stayed in several cabins. They're quite common here. My stepdad used to live in one, and he would invite us out all the time, and it was just amazing. But
I
during
am
the winter,
still afraid of the dark.
I mean, the dark isn't gonna change no matter where you go. That's the way I see it.
I mean, that's fair, but also the dark is just a little bit more scarier if there's noises coming from everywhere.
That's fair. I guess I see it differently. Partially because of cultural, but also just because I'm not really scared of the dark. I actually like it. But in Tennessee, which is the state that I live in, you have to drive minimum a mile to get anywhere, which is crazy for Europeans anytime I say that. It's crazy to me to think about that you guys can walk almost like everywhere that you want to go, especially in like the UK, from what I've heard, or bike anywhere
yeah.
you want to go. It drives me nuts because like if I drive for 3 hours, I'm not making it out of the state. You guys drive 3 hours and you're making it to the other side of the country. Like,
If
what
I
the
drive
fuck?
3 hours, I can visit my parents in the north, and I can just go to the ocean.
That's wild to me, dude. Do you want to know how long it takes to get from Tennessee to Florida if we're driving?
Days.
11 hours straight of driving.
That's fucking crazy.
And
I'm so sorry.
that's not the closest beach, but it's Florida, so that's kind of the one that you want to go to. The South Carolina beaches are a bit yucky, in my opinion. My area doesn't even have sidewalks. Yeah, no, Salmon and I we're like boonies. So if we go to a place where there's like no one for miles, and we hear the cicadas chirping and like distant birds, and it's just pitch black outside except illuminated by the moon, for me at least, that's like Yeah, that's a nice summer night. Illuminated by the light bugs. Love that shit. But I can understand, my point being, you've grown up in like a densely populated area. Not having those noises all the time would probably mess with you.
Yes. Absolutely it would.
I
And
totally get that.
it's just like quiet nights
Same, Salmon.
scare me a little bit, and also just I don't know, I'm used to very specific noises in the night, and I don't know. The thing is that in the city, it's never really dark.
No, yeah, absolutely.
It's never completely dark, and like I can already not see things. I can see things even less in the dark. And if it's bad, if like with my bad eyesight, here's the thing. With my bad eyesight plus everything being very dark at night, I can see shapes everywhere. And
that's fair.
like my brain makes things up. I can't exactly wear my glasses to sleep. So when I like look around without my glasses on and it's in the middle of the night, I see shapes and I'm not sure what those things are.
No, I get that too.
And
that's
you
You
scary,
look at a
dude.
pile of clothes in a chair and you think it's a dude. I totally get that.
It just looks like if it's shaped in a particular way. That's fucking terrifying. Okay, it's really scary. It's just I'm a little baby when it comes to that type of stuff. I don't like it.
We're doing another fit check. All right, here we go. So we got the Joseph Abood polo. Julia, you should know this one. We've got the window pane, stretchy paisley and gray pants, and then we got the matching green and gray socks. Keeping it simple. Thank you for your purchase. I need some music for you here, chat. Let's see. Go.
How much does a fit check cost?
No, don't make me do a third fit check. It's the same stream.
I only need 30 more channel points.
Oh, so you'll get that in like the next 2 seconds then? That's cool.
Yes. Give me a second. It's gonna take a second. It's just gonna take a second. Okay, whatever. I'll do it in a bit.
Why don't you just don't
I'll
do it at all?
surprise you with it a different day.
I don't like surprises.
Then you gotta give me my points back, or I take all of your quartz.
We can give you points back. I can give you as many points as you want.
What? AO?
I'm still cooking up something that you guys are gonna want to save your channel points for. Excuse me. So don't overspend, y'all. I've got a big thing planned, and you're gonna want to save up for it. I haven't put an exact price tag on it, but I'm thinking 100,000 channel points.
End the stream.
End the stream. Oh no, that's the thing. No. It's actually way cooler than that. But it takes a lot of effort on my end, and there's still a lot to be done. But it's gonna be really cool. I don't even think I've fully told my mod team about it, so it'll kind of be a surprise for them too. And it'll be one of those things where I can't do it every stream, so maybe like once a week type shit. We've got that in the pipeline. The Piper line.
Piper line. AO?
I'm trying to think. Unrelated. I'm trying to think of what content I could make out of the Minecraft server, because I have like a general idea of things that I could do, but nothing like super specific. But I definitely want to make content there. What
Build another tower.
I mean, I would be able to do it in creative this time, since I'm the top dog in there. Just like I am in here, honestly. No, but
Sure
like,
you
no one
are.
ever wants to see things that are built in creative unless it's like stupid big. It's just more impressive if you build it in survival and there's like a level of challenge that people like watching from start to finish.
You can also just do things that you enjoy to build.
That's true, but at a certain point, like how much Minecraft stuff is out there, people have options, and they have a lot of them. So if you want to actually make successful Minecraft content, you got to really do something different. That's why I haven't like necessarily tried to make any videos or clips out of these streams, just because like They're a chill stream, but they're not necessarily gonna, like, make it big. What the fuck are you doing there? Die? Thank you. There's a creeper just chilling out right next to me when I was building. It was about to explode.
You know what that means? It's
Oh.
time for lights.
What?
It's light time. Time for lights.
Oh.
Hello, Shanix.
No!
I'm gonna light everything up.
I mean, you can... yeah, I guess that's fine. Oh. Time to go to bed. Like I said, I will probably try to set up streaming on Chanix SMP. Like, you'll start streaming, Chris? That would be interesting. Over the entire stream, I get about 2,500 channel points, so FitTrek is not a net negative overall. Yeah, but every little bit, man.
Yeah, there's I don't know if you were planning on doing something with these indents, but I'm gonna put some lights down because there's just monsters spawning and I don't think you want a creeper falling on your head.
Yeah, I haven't planned out anything for this in-between wink wink part of the building, so that's fine.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
Let's see.
1 second.
For when I'm able to participate in events and group activities. Oh, Chris, you absolutely should. The big question that I've been asking myself is, do I want to start streaming on that Minecraft server as well? My answer is probably going to be no, just because I like streaming on here and having it in survival. There's like a path that you guys are able to follow, and there's like bigger stakes and shit. If I were to stream on there, it would be like me building stuff in creative for events, and that would kind of spoil it anyway. So I'll probably keep streaming on here and then maybe make videos out of the server at most. Just thinking out loud. Got a lot of things planned, so you guys will have no shortage of content and things to do. Let's see. Man, it just feels like that the top never gets any closer. I'm going slightly mad. I'm going slightly mad. Will Shanix SMP have the new player count compass XP bar thing? What?
Oh, there's a locator bar being added to Minecraft where you can see people. So essentially your XP bar, or like there's a bar at the bottom of your thing where you
got
can
another bar?
See people. Yeah, you can see people. I don't know how it works exactly, but it's like a multiplayer feature.
Nah, probably not.
And you can see where people are essentially. I don't think it's a thing you can turn off.
I think we got something better. I mean, like, the mod pack by default is going to come with the little mini map, which you can turn off if you want, but that's just going to...
Mod pack?
Oh, it's modded, yeah. Big time.
Mod pack server, okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't just want to do the same thing as the haunted. Come on. Gotta spice it up. No, it's modded, and... Wait, did you get to see the trailer, Piper?
I don't believe I did yet.
Alright, chat, we're doing a live viewing of the trailer. Hold on, let me get to a safe spot.
I found a creeper hiding in the indents.
I'm actually very proud of this trailer. There's a few flaws I found with it after I was done editing, but I just think it's very charming. Let me get... Alright. Let me pull this up on stream for y'all. So I think everyone but Piper has probably already seen the trailer, but I'm quite proud of it, and there's going to be another thing I'll make before it officially releases, but we'll show you this for now. I actually just released it. Was it today? It was yesterday, so I don't blame you for not seeing it yet. There were many things I appreciated far more seeing the behind the scenes. Well, we're going to be doing another editing stream similar to that come this Saturday, Salmon, so if you like that, then we can totally do more. Alright, Piper. If you would like to watch the stream,
I am watching the stream.
All right.
The stream is lagging a little bit behind, though, so
Your
just,
eyes draw
you know,
ever
just
open
play it
to the
and
new
give me a
world.
second to respond to things if you say anything.
Gotcha. Do you have a mapless version as well for those who want to go with that? Yeah, I think some might. Option.
Will you fight head on? Battle at a distance? Or not at all? The world you've been summoned to has more choices than you can imagine. So all that's left to do now is choose your destiny.
Woo!
Yo. Looking good.
So that's kind of where we're at, chat. Have been working on this since November of last year, and this month it's finally really kicked into full gear. So yeah, that'll be coming out April 4th. And there will be a special announcement regarding the release date coming, I'd say decently soon. But we have a lot of mods that don't like change the core gameplay but add a lot to it, and I think it warrants me making a kind of tutorial video. So if you guys want to join me on Saturday, I'm going to be going and getting footage and collecting as many things as I can, trying to get a tutorial-ish video made for this so that newer players unfamiliar with the mods, which should be like 90% of you, will kind of be able to get a feel of how things work and before you even get to join the world, and that could be largely helpful. Let's see, what am I missing? We currently have Zero's mapless and journey map version. We spent so long on those mod packs. Yeah, no, we've really we went back and forth on which ones to use for a while. Did you choose the date because of the Minecraft movie, or was it just random? Does the Minecraft movie also come out on March 4th? Totally coincidence.
Funny.
Total coincidence.
That is pretty
That is funny.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can say
I
that,
wanted
but-
to get as much Minecraft people as I could interested. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you know that the
April
word
4th,
Minecraft
sorry, yes.
actually came originally from Minecraft, which is Dutch for your mom.
But the creator's Swedish.
There has been a flaw in my plan.
I mean, like, I'm all for it. That's hilarious. I'll spread that mistruth around, but like, if you just think like for 2 seconds about it, it's like, wait, Notch was Swedish.
Does it fucking matter? I'm not talking about that. Anyway, sorry. I think I'm gonna head off for now. Do you
All right,
need anything refilled before I go?
I think I'm all stacked up. Thanks for joining, Piper.
Yeah. it
Chat,
was
everyone
nice
say
being
bye
here.
to Piper. It's always good to have you here, my friend.
Yeah, it was nice being here. Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.
A Swedish person can know Dutch, Chris. It's just like,
1 second. I just got something.
what? What'd you get?
Oh, it's a cool. Oh, the fit check is on a cooldown. I have to wait another 16 minutes for it. No.
Perfect.
Never mind then. I go eep. Goodbye.
All right. Good night, Piper. Take care.
Sorry, everyone. We can't have a third fit check yet.
Thank you.
See you another time. Bye bye.
Oh, man. All right, chat. What time is it? 6:43 for me. We're chilling. Look at us. Been going for about an hour 40. Okay. Actually, I don't know if I will have anything to edit on Saturday. We'll have to see. Just because there's a major thing that I need to knock out before then, and the timing of it isn't going to match up extremely well. I might be able to get it done. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If I don't have anything to edit on Saturday in regards to that, then maybe I'll do the next blind date debate. Just because the footage for that is already out. You won't be getting spoiled for anything. Unless you just weren't there. And if you weren't there, then what are you doing? Not watching the blind date debate? Jeez. It's like my pride and joy. It's my best work. But honestly, statistically, the blind date debate has been doing the best out of anything on the channel. It's kind of wild. And once we start doing more of them as well, getting more clips out there, I think it could really take off. Absolutely really love doing those. I'm going to try and start, well, not I. It's kind of a we process at this point, but I want to start doing them more. Maybe like twice a month. That way people don't have to wait a whole month to participate and all that. Might just be because it's so unique. It is definitely like... I mean, it was, whose idea was it? It actually might be most credited to one of my old coworkers named Anise, and maybe he was... Salmon, were you there for the very first one? I can't remember. But someone in the chat had the... No, this was when I was streaming on YouTube. Someone in the chat had an idea to, like, just have a stream where we just debate each other and yell at each other. And I was like, wait a minute. We can do that. You haven't seen anything like the BDD. Yeah, no, it's definitely got its own niche. And I think we're finally starting to fall into a groove with how everything works and the timing and pacing of all of it so that it doesn't feel rushed or forced or anything like that, and everyone can kind of sit back and relax and have a good time. Or not. Like, you could really play it either way. That's something we've been trying to encourage. Like, you can be silly or you can be serious. Really, whatever you want. Bet it was V. It was not V. I'm pretty sure it was my old coworker Anise. V, I don't think ever joined in on my streams unless it was the blind date debate. He did maybe once besides that, from what I remember. Yeah, no, V was, he was an addition to the server because of TF2, not because of my content. That's just something he ended up participating in. And he actually won the first blind date debate, so kudos to him. I won't take that away from him. Hey, Shanix, what's Thor Creeper want? You got some discs, don't you? I do. I kind of miss doing the TF2 content, but I also kind of don't. TF2 is kind of a solved game. I don't think there's anything about it, hardly anything you could say about that game that's new. I mean, you'd want to trade some for. Trade for what, though? Also, probably. I mean, if dude's saying he barely has diamonds, disc for disc. Alright, let's see what we got here. What kind of discs do I have? So, I'm trying to, like, expand our genre of games that we play on the channel here. Which is having, like, mixed results. Bar, Strad, and 13. I have 13. I don't think I like Cat. I don't think I like Other Side. I don't like Pig Step. Big Step and Other Side. I only figured out the spell books in our pack, so tutorial would be amazing. Yeah, I had to watch a YouTube tutorial myself. So, like, I'm gonna simplify it. And there will still be more that you can discover on your own, but the mod pack is, like... It's not beginner-friendly, I would say. Yeah, I don't like Pigstep or Other Side. I don't like the... okay, controversial opinion again. I don't like Lana Rain's Minecraft stuff. Not my favorite. Just because for me, Minecraft is C418. Through and through. Not that the Lana Rain music isn't good. It's really, really good. It's incredible. But it's just not Minecraft. Minecraft Java will be super weird for me. I've always played on controller. So keyboard mouse will be a weird transition. It is weird at first, but you will come to really, really enjoy it, I feel. That's how it was for me. There's just so many optimizations and things that you're just like, oh, why wasn't this a thing? I feel like it's beginner-friendly enough for new members to join, but also ready for the veterans to have something fun and new. I would agree. Yeah, there's, no spoilers, Salmon. But there's gonna be a lot of new things that you can do with books. We'll say that. Outside my house. I need more clay. What's supposed to be there? Nothing? Nothing it is. How did... No, not those, Goober. I'm gonna just let him find it. He'll get there. I thought I put it in an obvious spot. Yeah, there it is. I prefer keyboard and mouse to begin with when it comes to Minecraft. I mean, I'm not gonna say I preferred controller. But that's just what I grew up on. Like, I didn't really have a choice. Never had a computer up until I just bought one for myself. So, kind of how it was. I need clay. I hear tridents are worse on Java, so I'm kind of on the fence on how I want to play. I usually play almost aquatic. I wouldn't say tridents are worse, but they are harder to get by, like, a big margin. I don't know how they would be worse, though. The mod packs that were added, we were supposed to help balance the combat out. Oh, yeah, Salmon, you're gonna have options, buddy. If you don't want to play... If you don't feel like you want to play aquatic, you will have options, so... in terms of combat, just watch out for that. Is there... What is supposed to be here? Nothing? You're lying. Okay, I guess there's nothing. Yeah, no, we definitely prioritized adding more to the combat, more to the, let's see. I'd say we also did a lot to, or we tried to do a lot mob-wise, adding more mobs and, like, more difficult bosses, so you'll kind of get to see some of that. Nothing, like, crazy over the top, where it's just interrupting your world all the time, but definitely enough to keep chewing on for a while. Oh, and immersion is the last thing I'd say. Both in the world generation and the, like the actual feel of the game. Sound, visuals, all that good stuff. I'd say that's definitely... That was my main thing, actually. So, like, before I looked for any crazy mod packs, I wanted the immersion to be right. And I think we got a pretty good balance of things that isn't, like, overtly not Minecraft, but not as cartoony as this either. You'll want to play with headphones on and enjoy it, so. A lot of quality of life and immersion, for sure, Chris. Yeah, very exciting. I'd say it's just outside of the realm of Vanilla Plus. So, won't be too unfamiliar, and you can definitely still play Minecraft however you want. But we're going to have something cooler for you than just a regular Minecraft world. That's all I'll say. Might actually be wrapping this stream up here sooner than usual. Tomorrow, if you guys want to pop in, it is going to be the first in what might be a series of streams called Pure Energy. And it is exactly what it sounds like, and then some. Or at least I hope it will be. It's entirely up to me. So, watch out for that. I'm laughing now, and you guys are going to see why tomorrow. I'm so excited. Oh, man. My favorite part is the backpacks. I was really hoping we could find a good backpacks mod, and I think we did. Chris, stop spoiling it, though. No more. Zzz. I'll be there, but I will see what it's about. So with our new schedule thing, you'll actually be able to see, like, I'll try and make visuals week to week of what I'm going to be streaming. That way you can kind of gauge a stream and its vibe by just looking at that instead of going all the way to the Twitch channel. But there's also a schedule there. Let's see. Whew. I didn't end up going to the library today. I usually go to the library on Mondays. Today I did not. Started work on a thing for the haunted team. And it absolutely tore up any time I had, and I didn't want to, like, waste time traveling to and from the library or getting distracted there, so... Which is usually the opposite of why I go to the library. I go there so I'm not distracted by my computer, but something today was just like, put jammies on, sit at your computer, and do this thing. And it worked quite well, for once. You slept until 1 a.m.? Or 1 p.m. Jeez, dude. Goodness gracious. I couldn't. I legit couldn't. I wake up at 7:30. If I wake up any later than 9 a.m. on any given day, I feel like I've wasted the day. That's just because I'm a morning person. Drives me absolutely nuts. Oh no. Oh no! Uh-oh, oopsies. Don't worry about it. I fixed it. I fixed it for you. Whew, I'm excited about this new Shit. Excited about this new server, man. I thought I wasn't flying for a second. I was just about to lose all my shit to that creeper. I was about to be so mad, chat. The game was like, you speak of another Minecraft server? Die, you shall. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be a lot of work though, like on this front end especially. I'm dedicating far more hours to Minecraft than I usually would. And I'm trying not to burn myself out. So today's Minecraft stream was just like Minecraft. But yeah, no, it's gonna be really cool when everyone sees it. We just got a few kinks to iron out, a few things to build, and then it's ready, Chris. I'm actually, I would say, ahead of schedule on my buildings. I've been going at it for like the past, what, 4 or 5 days, and I'm already like 50% done with the big thing. So I'm pretty happy about that. There's, of course, more things other than the big thing, but the big thing was what I was most worried about. Just knowing me, everything gets more and more ambitious until the scope of any project just gets drastically out of reach, but I am trying to get this into like a reasonable level where I can actually achieve it, and it's also pretty grand in scope. I think 5 days. Yeah, we got this, dude. We got this. We got this. And then when everyone sees it, it'll be super cool. Be hopefully very gratifying. Hopefully people will like it. Because it's not... And here's what we're going to have to keep in mind, Chris. I would actually like to set up a meeting between you, me, Thea, and maybe Crash as well to talk about stuff like this. But all I will say is it will be a consistent effort. It's not going to be like a one and done. Just as a fair warning. And I'm sure you know that, but I think some people need to know that. That we gotta like... Thea did mention that, yeah. I want to do a meeting with all of the moderators, even the other, I guess the owners, and then the sub-moderators as well. I don't know what else to call us. The job never ends. Our work is never over. But it'll be good. Chat, I would like to say that I have a goal at the end of this month to get partner on Twitch. We are... This number says 67. That's wrong. We're actually at 65. We are 35 followers away from partnership. So if you have anybody that you know that has a Twitch account and would just sacrifice a follow or would even be interested in watching my content, is the most important thing, I should say. Who wants to watch stuff like I make, that would be really cool if you could shoot me their way. Shoot them my way, rather. I really want to get partnership by the end of this month because if I don't, I might be taking up my job again. And that would really suck. I would love to keep doing this full time for you guys, but at a certain point, it becomes not viable. So. I will also try and do some self-promo in other places. Man, I just keep double-clicking. Or is that the game's lag? It might actually be the game's lag. I swear I never double-clicked this much. God damn it! There we go. I think there's a boy at my door. I heard faint knocks and then a small voice. The boy is here. I'm off today, so if you want to try some point later, just let me know. Oh yeah, I guess if I'm finishing the stream earlier, then I might be able to call it with you guys. Thea mentioned she was good to go. Okay, we might do that. We might have an impromptu meeting here. Oh, that's supposed to be water. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I understand now. I understand the world and all of its living organisms now. Is water alive? Asking for a friend. I do have some work left to do around the house, but I should have time. Alright, dope. Out of clay again. God damn. In a literal sense, no. Okay, fine. I'll tell him that then. Her that. I'll tell her that. Water has living things in it, but it's not alive itself. I mean, can it be though? Can we Frankenstein monster to Frankenstein water to be alive? I think we should do it. Fuck it, right? Let's make water alive. I don't have buckets on me. Shit. Could not have foreseen me needing buckets. Why is that azalea leaves? That ain't right. That's supposed to be jungle. Oh well, no, I don't.
Frankly, I don't give a shit.
Adds biodiversity. That's what we'll say. Alright, let's get some buckets here. Theoretically, we can make it seem alive. Can we add a mod that makes water alive to real life? Please and thank you. The alive water mod needs to be a real thing. Oh, damn. Actually, we did make some good progress today. Look at that. Not bad. I'm going to need drip leaves. And possibly the azalea bushes as well. Alright, yep. All in. All in, chat. It is definitely looking good. Yeah. It's getting there. I haven't even placed down any of the vines yet. The vines is what really brought it to life, in my opinion. Trees help, though. I'm so happy with the trees. I really like the trees. Fuck. Fuck. How is this failing so hard? Okay, I was about to say, shit, man. Do I not know how to make infinite water anymore? Oops. Apparently not. Hold on, I'm locked in. I gotta get this water right. Nope. What? You gotta do that shit too? Alright, I see you. Being all difficult. Uh-oh. I did do those. Alright, good. I'm caught up. That's water. Gotcha. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, it's not bad. Near the top of the floor. We're getting there for sure. I think... We might be projected to finish the tower by the end of summer, maybe even midsummer, if we're feeling spicy. But there will be some other things taking up my free time around that time. So maybe not. We'll see. If I keep doing this every Monday and then like every once in a while free time in between, then maybe. Doink, doink. Doink, doink, doink. Doink, doink. Wow, I really extended this one out. Holy shit. I know that frog lights are supposed to be there, but I couldn't be fucking bothered to get frog lights. Could not be bothered. Oh. Do this first. Oh my gosh, we're out of clay again! Alright, Sable is losing her mind at something outside right now. Can someone bring her in? Bring that dog inside. She's about to kill something out there, man. Kind of nice that it does the water bucket for you. Alright, let me do this row before I... Never mind. Oh, double never mind. I never minded that never mind. Cancels out the first one. And now we're left confused. My little 6-year-old neighbor's yelling at my dog right now. It's fucking hilarious. Calm down! He's precious. You guys remember Cameron? On that inscription tier list. Very nice boy. Funny as fuck, dude. That kid, like... He loves scary things so much. He loves scaring people. He'll just scream and scare the shit out of teenagers at Halloween, and it is the funniest thing to watch ever. Woo! There we go. That's what I've been looking for. That was juicy. Yes! Oh. Very good. The child. As Chris calls him. Can't even distinguish him with a name, he's just the child. I wonder how Dark Lord E is doing. I hope she is well. Apparently, can we get some prayers in the chat or whatever you want to send for Dark Lord E, who sprained her arm recently. Or, yeah, it was her arm or her wrist or something like that. Very unfortunate accident of her falling off the couch when she was told not to be on it. Because she would hurt herself. And she did. I know you'll be praying, Chris. I appreciate it. Hope the arm heals. Yes. I'm sure she will make a swift recovery. As you know, it is Dark Lord E. And children are invincible. I could, like, I'm pretty sure I told this story on stream, maybe even last week, but I never broke a bone, but I did bend one in my arm. Landed so hard on it, bent that shit. Didn't crack it, didn't even, like, crack or nothing, didn't break, just bent it. My arm was in a cast for a while, just bending it back into place. Because kids are, like, flexible. I've broken the same finger twice. I think I remember you telling me about that. It was the lawnmower incident, right? That brings back some memories. Soon as Chris starts being a moderator for the Shanix server, dude fucking almost lops off his whole finger with a lawnmower. Damn, man, it's scary. That's some dad shit, though. You have so much dad lore, Chris. You will have so many stories to tell your little girl. That was the second? I actually don't remember the first. Ada leaves. Alright. Alright. I actually think I might call it here. Places to be. I'm actually a little hungry. What time is it? 7 o'clock? I might actually still be able to hit up my spot. The first time I broke the finger was in high school. Oh. Tiffany did that to you when she found out you were leaving, huh? Happens, brother. Happens to the best of us. Let's see, we got Far and Strad. I actually like Strad. Let's play Strad. Play us out. I don't actually have a jukebox. Alright, so I need a diamond. Pretty sure. Jukebox and wood. Alright, so I didn't grab a diamond. That's pretty smart. Pretty sure it's this. Yep. I tripped down concrete stairs and broke it. Ooh. I also broke the growth plate in my left pinky when I was in elementary school by dropping a book on it. Oh no. It's terrible, man. Chris, I thought you were supposed to love yourself, man. Alright. We're gonna get played out by some Strad here, chat. Salmon, do you mean to tell me you've never broken anything in your life, especially in your childhood? I find that hard to believe. I feel like everyone's done something, or at least gotten close. I'm still reckless. Yeah, evidently. Lawnmower. Tiffany's got a mow from now on. Alright, Strad. Alright, chat. This has been a lot of fun. It's always nice hanging out with you on Monday nights doing this. Chris, prepare for a meeting. Where I will yell at you for things that you didn't do. Or won't do. I will see you guys on tomorrow's stream. It is going to be nuts. We are playing Doom. That is rude. Tell him, Salmon. But yes, I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be playing some Doom. And on Friday, what did we say for Friday? You laugh, you lose. I need to ask you guys to send videos in a thread because I don't lose at Try Not to Laugh. Never done it. Never done it, and I don't think I ever will. So you guys are gonna have to send some funny videos into the Discord and see if you can make me laugh. You won't. Just straight up, you won't. Like, I don't... We can make it any stipulation, we can make the rules as harsh as you want, but I truly just can go into a different place when I'm watching these videos. Never lost, so... Try your best. Is there a limit to how long the clips can be? Can they not be, like, more than 3-5 minutes? That would be good, I feel like. I feel like after 3 to 5 minutes, there's a certain amount of funny that stops happening. So. But yeah. We'll, I'll ask for those in the chat, and obviously, please don't make anything, don't send anything insensitive, racially, sexually, into that. Post a clip of me just screaming for an hour straight. Chris, if you can scream for an hour straight, how about a 10-minute one? No. Simply won't. Simply will not do it, Salmon. I apologize. Not even for you. Whew. Alright. Chat, y'all be good noodles. I will see you tomorrow. And, take care.